by using ratings and reviews, and how to optimize conversion. That's the important part. So this and much more is what we are going to go through during this session. And like I said earlier, and for those of you who just attended, we are also recording this webinar. So you can also take a look at it afterwards and watch it once again. So if you're missing something, then you can have a second chance. And if you have any question that we hope you will have, you can write the message in the chat, and we will answer all your questions in the end of this session. So, who are we then? Yes, since this is a webinar with Viskan and Lipscore, and me and Jonas are going to tell you, hopefully, lots of good stuff that are of importance for you. Me, myself, I'm Gunilla Esbjörnsson. I am a CMO at Viskan with quite a long experience of digital marketing and also with helping customers grow and optimize their digital business. So that's short about me. And Jonas, who are you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Jonas Chipperberg. I am the head of partnerships in Lipscore. I work a lot with the marketing activities and to keep all our partners together and try to make a win-win situation for both ourselves, our partners, and our customers. Yeah. That's it, basically. That's what I do.
Yes, thank you. So also short introduction of what we're actually doing. So about Viskan, if for those of you who are maybe not that familiar to us, we are a SaaS e-commerce platform with features such as e-commerce CMS, Open API, which enables really frictionless integrations with other systems, such as Lipscore, for instance. One of our main advantages is that it's really easy to grow your business with Viskan. If you grow in traffic, transactions, product volume, whatever, you really don't have any limitations. So that's one of what we're really good at. Our core markets are Sweden, Norway, and Finland, and our customers, on the other hand, they are about all over the world. And speaking about customers, there are different sizes and different product segments. But for everyone, and that's not, of course, not only for Viskan customers, you will always need a good way to attract your customers and show them why they should buy products from you. And here, when it comes to rating and reviews, it's really one of several ways that you can influence your customers. So that's a short introduction of Viskan, and also some information about Lipscore. And over to Jonas.
Yes, as you probably maybe know already, we are a subscription-based software as a service that handles the entire process of collecting and publishing customer ratings and reviews. We just reached 300 customers, I think, actually last week. We have customers in Norway, Sweden, and the UK, also some customers in Finland and other countries as well. We have doubled our turnover the last 3 years in a row, so we are very proud of that. We also went from 12 to 22 employees over the last year. And of course, we work hard every day to continue our growth towards the international market. Yeah, so that's a bit about Lipscore. Thank you, Gunilla.
Great. So then moving to today's subject then. But before we dig into how to use ratings and reviews in your business, let's talk a bit about behavior and how can we influence people in how they should act, that is, in the end, buying our products. So maybe you heard about nudging, which is mainly about how to help people act. You might have an intention in doing something, but you also need some trigger that really makes you do what you intend to do. And there are some principles that are good to know, and it will really go hand in hand with the rating and reviews. So to start with, we can see that we humans are quite lazy. we do as little as possible when we need to make a decision, for instance. We evaluate, but we'll evaluate just as much as we have to in order to make a decision. And if there are some kind of friction, it's quite common that you don't do what you actually intend to do. So how to solve this? Well, make it easy for the visitor, for the customers, to make a decision. So we skip all this potential friction for them. And when it comes to rating and reviews, by showing ratings and reviews, you can actually help the visitor make the decision. They have an intention, or for instance, buying these products. But if you can help the visitor by showing that someone else has already evaluated and tried this product, then it makes the decision easier for the visitor to actually go from intention to action. So simplify and make it easy for the visitor. The second part that is also a really strong trigger is social proof, meaning that we rely more on people and what ordinary people do more than we trust the brand or the shop itself. So that's why this is a really effective trigger. And we also think that if many people are of some opinion, that must be true. So we can rely on this herd mentality that we agree with all of these other peoples. And all of this is, of course, of building trust. We can be confident that I make the right choice. And also here, ratings and reviews are a really good match in this kind of triggers. And the third one is timing. You might have an intention, but you will also, it doesn't really mean you're going to do what you intend to do. So you need to have a trigger for that specific time. For instance, when you are evaluating and comparing different things, if you have a rating and review that says, this is what I find about this product, it becomes a really good trigger to actually buy the thing. So moving on and keeping this in mind, if we take a look at the customer journey and how to take that to the next level. You're probably familiar with customer journey and the importance of communicating in all phases of each step in the customer journey, with the final goal to convert then, of course. So the first thing is, of course, that you need to make sure that the people out there know about you and they get there intentionally and finally ending up buying your product. So how to benefit then from rating and reviews in these different steps in the customer journey? The first thing that I would like to take up is SEO, and the search engine optimization is, of course, important in the entire customer journey, not only in the beginning. Why is this so important? Why the rating and reviews are specifically important for SEO? There are some different things to consider. Google likes new content, and since rating and reviews continue to be added to the products all along the way, you will have new content all the way around. And you will also have more content on the product pages, which also is something that Google likes, that you have lots of good content and relevant content. And you will also have this reviews and ratings shown in the search engine result that will also give a good attraction to when the visitor look at your products. And the best part of this is that you actually don't have to really do anything yourself, since the customers are producing this material, this text. And if we go move on to the second part, where you are more like you have noticed the brand, the product, and you are evaluating and thinking and considering, well, it might be a good choice for me to buy this product. And here you can really help the visitor to make a good choice by showing what other peoples have experienced and what they have for experiences of this product and what they think about it. And then, of course, in the next step, when you actually are going to do the action, buy this product, here is also reviews and ratings a really effective trigger. If we keep in mind social proof aspect, we rely on what other people's opinions, and it's a heavy trigger for us. And last but not least, the importance of using your customers as really good ambassadors. Happy customers are most of the time eager to share how satisfied they are. So you should really take advantage of that possibility and let them show how satisfied they are, and do that by using rating and reviews. And they want to tell that I made a good choice, and that's something you really should take care of and use. And moving on to another part, if you are going international and expanding on new international markets, there are, of course, always some challenges that we'll cope with. Probably you are quite unknown on the new market. We know that definitely high competition, and we know that when you buy products, you buy from shops or brands that you are familiar with. And if you are on a new market, well, you are not that familiar to these people out there. So you need to make sure that you can make the customer feel that they do a safe choice. So some solution for this, well, of course, you need to be visible. That's the first thing. But then also how to build trust and make sure that the customer will feel that it is a safe choice to buy from you. And since we rely on other people's opinions and experiences, it's of course a really good thing to have ratings and reviews all in the place when you go into a new international market, because this is really trust building. And what should you then expect from your from e-commerce platform supplier or the system that handles ratings and reviews? Well, in order to make it really easy for the visitors out there and for yourself as well, you should have systems that where you can benefit from your reviews on an existing market, have them translated, and can be used on the new markets. So there you already from the start, you will have a trust based on previous customers, and you can show it to the new ones. So they can be quite safe that, okay, this is a good place to buy these products, and it feels really nice. We have one example, we have many actually, but Makeup Mecca is a customer of ours who really benefited from taking advantage of these the reviews they already had on the Norwegian market when they expanded abroad on several new markets. All these reviews were automatically translated to each native language. So you had a really good start from the beginning when you went into the new markets and could build trust really from the start. So that's about my part here, and now I'll hand over to Jonas, who will dig a bit deeper into how to use ratings and reviews.
Thank you so much, Gunilla. So to move on, I'm gonna share my screen. Yes. So to move on, Spiegel, a German newspaper, wrote that 95% of customers read online reviews before making a decision on whether to buy a product or a service. If you ask family and friends, they probably do it too. I know that I do, and most of you guys in this webinar. As I mentioned before, we in Lipscore, we take care of the entire process of collecting and publishing ratings and reviews. This is how it looks like, product reviews from Deval. But the most important thing is what makes us different from our competitors. Well, we are the most efficient platform in the market. We make more than 20% of customers to leave a rating which is quite a lot if you think about it. Our competitors operate between 2 till 6%. So how do we do that? Well, it's about maximum simplicity for the customer, of course. 2 weeks after a purchase has been done, the customer will receive an email where they simply can click on 1 to 5 stars with the possibility of leaving a comment or a review. There is no need for them to log in or to make a profile, which is the step that usually throws people off. So that's what we call simplicity. On our front, we use the data from the purchase, such as name, email, and such. And that is why we also can relate to having real customer reviews. So this is actually real people who write the reviews and leaves a rating. As you all know, reviews have been a well-known service for a while already. So we believe that the next step now will be to have verified real reviews like we provide. The EU directive are now imposing stricter requirements for reviews with the aim of protecting customers. And what does this mean? The customer have the right to know that the reviews is not from a fake person. The customer also has the right to know where the review comes from. And the penalties for not following this through can be as much as 4% of annual turnover. So it's quite important to know about this. And what else is there to gain from having ratings and reviews? You just mentioned it, Gunilla, about SEO effects. And I want to point out that updated content in webshop helps your company to score better in Google searches. And also you can see that the stars will also show, as you can see on the presentation here. And of course, if you go into Google and search up a product and you see the stars, of course it's higher chances that you want to buy that product, of course. In Lipscore, we differ between 2 different kind of core features, which is the product reviews and the service reviews. The product reviews, they are the reviews that are on a product that you buy on a web shop, basically. And the service reviews, it's more about how you felt the web shop handle the purchase. Did this product come in the mail when it was supposed to? How was the service in the web shop? How was the whole process of buying this product? So we differ between those 2, product reviews and service reviews. Also, I want to talk a bit about returns. If you see here on the top, a customer makes a new website purchase. And after that, we offer a simple review process, as I just showed, sending out an email where it's very easy to leave a rating. What happens when we do this? Well, we get more customer reviews. And with more customer reviews, you get more confident customers, because just to take one example, if you find a product that has maybe not 5 stars, but 4 stars, and you get an explanation of why it is like that, then you have more confidence in your purchase, and it will also lead to less returns. So you can actually say that more customer reviews makes less returns, because the customers have a better understanding of what they are buying. And this will also lead to happier customers in the end, because they are basically happier because they buy better products, and also they buy services with less friction. As we do here in Lipscore, we send all the buyers back to the web shop I know that our competitors, they send the buyers back to their own website. We don't do that. We send them back to our customers' website to make them to be return buyers, but also to help the traffic on the site, of course. So this is how we do it in Lipscore. So what we can say is getting what you expect means less returns. This example here is from a shoe. And you can also see on the right side here, we have how big the shoes are in their sizes, the quality and such. And someone has written on the review here that the shoes are nice, but they are a bit small in the shaft. So that just shows that we can use also product reviews to help with returns for web shops. So that's quite handy for our customers. And to sum this all up, a lot of ratings and reviews means a lot of data. In addition, it also means it drives on-site conversion. It gets you love from Google. It makes customers more loyal, and it reduces your returns. And in the end, it will increase your sales. So actually, the most important thing is to remember from me is that in Lipscore, we can provide a lot of ratings and reviews, and also real ratings and reviews. Yes.
Yes, and some further key takeaways. Considering customer journey and how to improve that, you can really make a difference in how to improve your customer journey and optimize conversion by using reviews and ratings. And we also need to have triggers in order to do that, to make the visitor actually do what they intend to do. So this is a really go hand in hand. And remember, simplicity, social proof, and timing. Those are three important triggers to actually make things happen. And when you're going international, there are a lot of challenges, definitely. And you need to do the very best of how to get out on the international market, and building trust, and by doing that via ratings and reviews is one of several good ways of how you can start to be successful on the international market. So then let's move on to questions, if we might have some questions. And you can also, of course, reach out to us. You have the QR codes here, so you can get in touch with us, and we can continue to have a dialogue about everything what you'd like to talk about. So let's hear, Adam, do we have any good questions here?
It's been fairly quiet in the chat so far, but I got a bit curious about Jonas, you spoke a bit about translations and moving into new markets. Can you tell us a bit about how that translation module works? I know that it's fairly easy to translate like previous ratings and reviews to new markets.
Yes, thanks. Our translations module, it's quite easy. It's based on Google. You have two different Google setups. One is more advanced than the other. We use the more advanced one, and we have languages such as Czech, Norwegian, Swedish, Russian, Danish, Spanish, Portuguese, German, even Japanese. So you can translate the reviews to almost any kind of language, which is quite handy when you're opening a web store in another country. So that just means that you don't have to start from scratch whenever you are opening a new web shop, basically.
Cool. And also, we haven't really spoken a lot about negative reviews. Like, is there any reason, and this is a question to both of you really, but is there a reason to be afraid of getting negative reviews from customers?
What we say here in Lipscore is that to have a few negative reviews doesn't really matter. Actually, it can help gaining trust, because then the customers can see that these are actually real reviews. Because when you have, let's say you have 50 different ratings or reviews, and all of them are 5 out of 5, maybe that's it's better to have 4.8 out of 5 actually, because it seems more natural. That's at least how we see it here. So it's better to have a lot of reviews than to have a few good ones, and to have honest ones.
So it's also like kind of too good to be true if you have 5 out of 5.
Sometimes it can be, but if you have a lot of reviews, maybe not. But to have a bad review is not the end of the world if you're running a web shop. It can also help you a lot within the organization to make better products, or to buy better products for selling them, or better service or stuff like that. So we don't think it's that bad to have a negative review.
And when the investigations, when you do A/B tests with the product reviews or not having product reviews on the product page, you actually can see that even bad reviews gets a higher conversion rate on the products, rather than if you don't have any reviews at all. So like you say, it's trust building. It feels genuine that you actually know that what you think of the product. And for product development, of course, that can be used to, okay, we now see that several people think this shoe is smaller than we expect, or it has some kind of issue. Then you could do something with it and improve your products, of course.
Yes, exactly. So that's also very important with ratings and reviews. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I don't think we have any more questions from the audience here, so I think we were very good on time today for a change. We usually go over time when we have webinars at Viskan, but today we managed.
Yeah, I think we can just like a short conclusion. There are lots of good possibilities with ratings and reviews, you know that. But what should you expect from the systems and from the suppliers? And I think a really good point is that it should be easy for you as an e-commerce company to handle this. So you can get started really easy and quickly. And if you have an e-commerce platform supplier with good integrations towards a system for handling ratings and reviews, that's a really good thing. So that's one thing you should look after regarding your suppliers.
Perfect.
So,
yes.
Yes.
All right.
So, thank you very much for listening, and we'd love to get in touch with you if you have any further questions coming up later on. You can use the QR codes, or just look us up at our websites, of course, as well. So thank you very much, all of you.
Yes, thank you for having me, Gunilla and Adam.
No, thank you, Jonas. Great job.
Thank you, Jonas.
Okay.
See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.